A full year had slipped by since I vanished without a trace. No calls, no messages, no explanations, just silence. Some might label it cruel, but when betrayal eats you alive from within, compassion becomes irrelevant. Survival becomes the only rule. I thought I had buried that chapter forever, locked it away, and thrown away the key. Yet the past has a way of resurfacing, especially when it carries the same scent, whispers your name in that familiar tone, and appears in front of you when you least expect it. That morning, I was at my usual cafe, following the same routine, same time, same order, the comforting hum of repetition, until it wasn't comforting anymore. I sensed her before I saw her, a shift in the air. I turned, and there she was, the woman who once promised eternal love, the one who had shattered everything. She looked different now, marked by time or by the choices she had made. Not worse, just altered, a version sculpted by hardship. I braced myself for satisfaction, maybe a sense of vindication. But all that greeted me was hollowness, a cold settling deep inside. "Hi," she said, her voice soft, almost casual, as if nothing had crumbled between us. I could only manage. Nothing. She stepped closer. "Can we talk?" This wasn't how I pictured this encounter. She wasn't supposed to linger in my world. She wasn't meant to carry my name in her voice. Yet there she stood, her eyes brimming with something. Remorse? Fear? I could only meet her gaze and ask quietly, "Why now?" Her hands fell, shame evident in her posture. "I couldn't stop thinking about you, about what I did." The weight of that year pressed down on me. Quiet suffering, nights spent piecing together half-truths, overlooked texts, the sting of knowing without confrontation. One careless message, one forgotten phone, one declaration of intimacy, while I juggled 2 jobs, trying to build the life we dreamed of. I had left silently, without confrontation or tears, just vanished. She tried to mend the irreparable with fragile words. "I made a mistake," she whispered. I almost laughed. Mistake? Losing your keys is a mistake. Sleeping with someone else while I was breaking myself to hold us together, that's something else entirely. What do you want? Her eyes pleaded. "I just want to talk. Please hear me out." Part of me didn't owe her a thing, yet another part of me craved the closure that only acknowledgement could bring. I nodded toward the street. "Walk with me." We walked in silence, the city's rhythm filling the gaps between us. Eventually, she spoke. "I never meant for it to happen. I felt invisible. You were always working, always exhausted. I just needed to feel like I mattered." I had imagined this moment countless times, but her explanation still cut deep. "I was building us, our future," I said. "I was burning myself out to give us everything we wanted." She paused. "I know. I see it now. I didn't see it then." Her voice trembled, and for a fleeting moment, I believed her. But it changed nothing. "You didn't just break my trust," I said. "You broke me." Tears formed in her eyes. "I'm sorry," she whispered. I nodded. "I believe you, but sorry doesn't erase the sleepless nights. It doesn't undo the isolation I felt, wondering what I did wrong." "I wasn't trying to replace you," she murmured. "It was a moment, a stupid, weak moment. That moment destroyed everything," I said. She stayed silent, then reached into her coat and handed me a folded letter. "I wrote this a month ago. Couldn't bring myself to send it." I held it unopened, a gesture heavier than words. "I'm not here to win you back," she said after a pause. "I just needed you to know you still matter." She stepped back, silently hoping for reconciliation I could not grant. Sometimes love doesn't survive betrayal. Sometimes it simply dies, quiet and unremarkable. I looked at her one last time. "Take care of yourself." Her expression faltered, but she didn't resist. She nodded and walked away. This time, I let her go. I felt no anger, no sorrow, just a strange serenity, a release I hadn't known I craved. Closure isn't always about starting anew. Sometimes it's recognizing your own strength and refusing to look back. I walked home that day lighter than I had in a year, not because I forgave her, but because I finally forgave myself.